All right, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Bell Ringers podcast. Colin Daly, Ben Goldstein here at Philly Sports. And today's podcast is presented to you by SeatGeek. You can get $20 off your first order when you use the promo code Philly Sports Report on SeatGeek.com or the SeatGeek app. Make sure to use that. You can go to a Blue Claws game, a Phillies game, a Cardinals game, whatever game
Any type
you would like
of
to go
sporting
to.
event or concert.
Any type of concert. A lot of concerts coming up at Citizens Bank Park and at the Link. Elton John, Jake Owen, the weekend. So keep
Sir
that
Elton John.
in mind. Sir Elton John. The farewell tour, right? The edit Ben made. We'll put that in the video.
40th.
But it's like our fifth time recording because of technical difficulties. So we're just gonna get this underway. Because I'm hungry. So
How many
the last time we spoke, the Phillies were doing pretty well. And believe it or not, they're still doing pretty well now. We just took 2 of 3 from the Nationals. We took 2 of 3 from the Cardinals, and we are in St. Louis now to face those same Cardinals we took 2 of 3 from. When you see this podcast, it is probably sometime over the weekend, so you've probably seen 1 or 2 Cardinals games by now. And hopefully the Phillies are succeeding. Although Adam Wainwright is my second favorite player in baseball, I will definitely be rooting for the Cardinals in Game 1. The Phillies do have my loyalty, though, in Games 2, 3, and 4. But it is going to be an exciting series, little wild card rivalry. What's your big prediction, Ben?
All right, first of all, it looks like Elton John has had 9 farewell tours. And my prediction for what?
The series against the Cardinals.
The series against the Cardinals. I think we take 3-4.
I agree, 100%.
There you go. I'm yet to look at the pictures for the series because I've been very busy as of late. But I think we take 3-4. I'm very confident in this team that they're going to step it up. And the bullpen's been very good. The offense has been very good. And we have our 2 pitchers going in the series. It's all going
Cardinals. I believe the Cardinals will have all of their starters except maybe Miles Michaelis. I could be wrong.
We can hit all their pitchers. We can hit all the Cardinals pitchers.
Let's see. We will not face Matthew Liberatore, the rookie. That's who we won't face. That means that we will face Michaelis, Wainwright, Hudson, and Palante. That's the Cardinals.
3-4, easy.
I like that. I like what I'm hearing. But
that's very optimistic to me. I'm usually not very optimistic.
But since the last time we spoke, Bryce Harper, baseball. Now he is not.
He was playing baseball. Now he's not. The last podcast we recorded on June 18th.
Now we got nothing. No Bryce Harper in the lineup. The Phillies have stepped up. That would be the bullpen, the starting pitching, and the offense. JT Realmuto starting to figure it out. Darick Hall.
Greatest Philly of all time.
He's got 9 hits.
Let's give a round of applause.
4 of them are home runs. Yeah, we need a little round of applause. Darick Hall's got 9 hits already in his 30-some major league at-bats. He got 4 home runs. And
wiffle ball.
He just hits the ball really hard. And it is impressive. It's honestly a little bit scary, too.
It is very scary.
Could do some damage to like a human skull with the baseball bat that he takes it to the plate. It's very scary.
Does he have experience?
I don't know. I'll do some deeper digging into that.
I hope not, because that'd be an issue.
No, you can join the Odubel Herrera Club.
Yes. That's not a good joke.
Recording. 4th time, actually. I don't know. Yes, 4. Okay. Anyway. Darick Hall, great. The bullpen.
Very good.
What are your thoughts on the back end of the bullpen? What have you seen?
Very good stuff from Brad Hand. Corey was very good. Santi Dominguez has been Santi Dominguez. And, Julius Familia. It's been Julius Familia. But I mean, I'd like to see Knebel. He's starting to figure out his fastball. His curveball looks good again. He's really looking like how Corey Knebel is supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brad Hand, I've honestly been very happy with Brad Hand this season. And I think it's part of it is because they're pitching more than they used to. When Joe Girardi was the manager, they had James Norwood out there every single day. Now you see a lot of Seranthony Dominguez, you see a lot of Corey Knebel, you see a lot of everybody. So it's very fun to see. And then obviously Julius Familia he's been Julius Familia. Hopefully that comes to an end. That era comes to an end soon.
Yeah, I think that something that we've seen as a change between Joe Girardi and Rob Thompson is Joe Girardi was not willing to throw his, trustworthy relievers in a spot that wasn't really crucial. Now we're seeing Corey Knebel, who's been one of the Phillies' best relievers, come in when they're down 2 in the 7th inning, which isn't really a big spot, but it's important that he gets reps so he can come in and be successful in those crucial situations. And that's really helped because now you see Knebel come in. He's gotten time. He's actually been able to pitch and given opportunities, right? Because when you're the closer, if the team's not winning, you don't pitch. I mean, let's say go on like a 3, 4, 5 game losing streak, you're just not going to throw it all. And now he's getting those opportunities. He's finally been able to work his arm, his curveball. Which, by the way, if you have not read the series recap of the National Series, make sure to check that out because we went pretty in depth to into the bullpen and how some of these pitches have been completely revamped. Corey Knebel's curveball, he's using he's been excellent against left-handers. He throws that curveball inside. They don't even touch it. He's been dotting his fastballs outside on both left-handers and right-handers. And he's been getting so everything seems to be more electric, getting on batters quicker. It's been really good to see. And it's everyone too. Nick Nelson has figured out how to command his slider. We've seen Andrew Bellotti, who has really been excellent since he's been called up from AAA. Seranthony Dominguez, like Ben said, electric fastball, dirty, unhittable slider that has the exact same movement until it is 6, 7 feet from the plate, and that is what makes his pitches so special. And
very scary.
It's going to be very fun to watch this bullpen as we get later in the season.
It's like facing blitzball pitchers, is what I'll tell you.
I could never face Seranthony. I couldn't face anyone on a professional team. That. But I could never face a pitcher like Seranthony Dominguez, the way he hides the ball, how quickly he moves his arm. And I can say this out of pure honesty. It's not, as a baseball player, it's not high velocity that scares me. It's guys who look like they have high velocity. Like the kid that gets up there and effort, like Brusdar Graterol. Like he throws an effortless 100. But then there's that kid who throws 98, or he hides the ball behind him. He has the late release. He grunts after he pitches. He falls forward off the mound. Those pitches look like they're coming at 120 miles per hour. It's insane. And that's something that I've said before, and I'll continue to say, and that's what Seranthony Dominguez is. He is a full effort, full focus into every pitch.
I can second the baseball player, even though I'm not as competitive as you are. But I've seen some pretty crazy stuff playing baseball. Yeah, he's pretty good. And
very good.
He's going to be very good in the future.
All right, now I want to do a little MLB Network breakdown on Nick Castellanos here.
Here we go.
And just because that's my personality. You know who I can be? Hold on, ready for this? I'm going to be Ben Davis.
Oh, boy. Hold on. Wait, I'm trying to.
I don't want that. I'm Ben Davis.
Hold on. There we go. This is Nick Castellanos.
Oh, I'm liking this. Oh, the hat's good. Oh, the P. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
I don't actually need.
There you go.
Can you draw me a plate in a batter's box?
Here he is with the bat. That's the bat. This the bad bat. Here is the plate. I'm not an artist.
My plate.
And here is the batter's box. There you go.
Whoa, okay, very cool. So what I've noticed is you see that outside corner of the plate. he loves those sliders. Start.
I hope this is showing on the
before-
recording, by the way.
I hope it is. No, actually, I have a plate right there. We could do that, but that's for another day. We'll set that up another time. Anyway, you see that outside corner of the plate right there. Take one ball outside of there. Yep, right where that green line is where those pitchers start their slider on Castellanos, and they'll actually have that break to the other direction if it's a righty pitcher. And that's why Castellanos, if you look at his splits, I'm going to do that right now, but I bet you that his lefty is hitting over 300 because that pitch kills him every at bat. He gets behind in counts, and half these pitches he chases aren't even strikes. It's blows my mind watching him swing at these because he has to flail his arms out, his hands drop, which ends up, that's what the lazy pop-ups, that's where they come from.
Here's the strike zone.
Wow, that's a tall strike zone.
Yeah,
that's
it's
very nice. So I'm looking at his splits now.
So hold on, I'll actually fix this really quick. He will start.
Yep, I was right on. I said it. I bet you he's hitting 300, or I said above 300 against lefties. He's hitting 296 against lefties. That explains it to me, because the lefties don't have the movement, or because a lefty slider. Can they see me?
The lefty's coming this way. This is a lefty.
Right.
The righter's coming this way.
Right. So that lefty slider's coming. He's throwing, because you throw a slider across your body and it goes in the direction you're throwing it. So by throwing that slider towards the outside part of the plate, it starts looking like it's on the corner.
I hope you get this reference.
That's great. That's great. I do get that. I hope if you're not on Twitter, you're not going to get that. But check out the Phillies Twitter and you'll understand. But yeah, so that slider is the one that's killing him. It gets him behind in counts, and that's because then he gets to that approach where it's almost like a 2-strike swing. Because he's trying to fight off those pitches. He knows they're going to throw him there. Well, at least I hope he knows they're going to throw him there. And it's a repetitive process of him being behind and chasing those pitches. Then he gets into this very passive approach when he's hitting, and he's trying to, and that's when he gets this mindset where he tries to hit the ball to all fields. Now, can we get the camera back on me? Is that possible? I don't know if that's possible. There we go. So what I've seen with Castellanos is he tries, his claim to fame is that he hit the ball to all fields, but he tries to pull everything because he gets his hands, he sees the outside pitch, he gets his hands out. And when he gets his hands from this position to this position, he doesn't go directly to the baseball. He should be going this way. He goes that way. And then he tries to have quick hands like Schwarber does. Schwarber has quick hands. Castellanos tries to get those quick hands, but he drops his barrel down. If you look at a Castellanos swing, his barrel is below the knob. And the reason that he has to bring the barrel below the knob, which he really shouldn't, is because he sees those fastballs and they drop like sliders. Sorry. He sees the sliders, thinks it's a fastball, and then since it's a slider, it drops.
Mm-hmm.
He'll hit it off the end of the bat and he'll pop it up. Every single time. And not only that, his attitude is awful. Absolutely awful. He'll come out there after the game 1 win. He had like this gray sweatshirt on, hood was up, it was like tied. He had his head down walking out there. He rolled into a inning-ending double play in the 8th inning when the Phillies were down by 1 in the second game of the National Series. He didn't look like he could care less. Yeah, he was like holding his helmet, strolling back to the dugout. He just like tossed it. He was all smiles, of course. I mean, he actually wasn't smiling. He just had a straight face. So I'm sure it must be frustrating. I mean, like, if I was on TV and playing baseball and I was horrendous and everyone was roasting me on Twitter, that would make me pretty mad. So I don't know if the paycheck is enough for him, but he needs to figure something out. He needs to figure it out fast. And I know that he's been working with K-Long on some of that kind of stuff, which is good, but it's pitch recognition for him. He needs to understand that the pitchers are going to keep throwing him that pitch, and he needs to learn how to see the ones that hang and the ones that stay in the strike zone and take them the other way while he can lay off the ones that are starting out of the strike zone and staying out of the strike zone. Now, if it's a lefty, that's a different story. Their ball breaks the other direction. but there's absolutely no reason why he should be swinging at a pitch that is never in the strike zone. All right, I think my Ben Davis impersonation is over. I'm going to put the bat back now.
You are much better than Ben Davis, by the way.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. That means a lot. I mean,
he's not
it
very
shouldn't
good,
mean
but
a lot, but yeah. All
right, there you
Now,
go, ladies and gentlemen.
where were we?
There's your
All right, Ben,
Colin.
you're doing the next.
There's your Colin Daly, Ben Davis impersonation, or I should say your Ben Davis or your Colin Daly day. Very exciting.
All right, you're doing the next segment. I need to take a deep breath after that.
What's the next segment? The
All-Star
All-Star Game predictions. We are close to the All-Star Game, ladies and gentlemen. We're over halfway done the season. That's a scary thought. A few Phillies have the opportunity to make the All-Star team. And there's one or two that could make the home run derby. I will start out with who are the possible Phillies to make the roster. Obviously, Bryce Harper is going to make it, even though he can't play. You guys will know if he's starting or not by now when this video is posted. Hopefully, he is the starting National League DH, and he will be the first ever National League DH in the All-Star game. So that's kind of cool.
He will. Well, that depends. Will it be William Contreras?
Will it be William Contreras? Hopefully not. He has the opportunity to be.
Well, no, because William Contreras is going to be the DH. It's pretty much.
Well, he'll be the first DH named. The first named DH. Like when you look up first DH in the first NL DH in MLB history, it'll come up as Bryce Harper because he won the vote. Because he's better. William Contreras does not deserve it at all.
He's had
so
a good
Harper's
year.
he's not as good as Bryce Harper. I bet Bryce Harper could beat him even with a broken thumb.
That is true.
Anyway, Harper is obviously going to make it. Kyle Schwarber, who is leading the National League in home runs, he better make it because we're going to have a real issue if he's not. And then I think that's it for the Phillies. I think they only have those two, Schwarber and Harper. And then for the home run derby, I see Schwarber getting an offer, and he did it a few years ago. He actually lost to Bryce Harper in 2018 in the championship game. And he beat Rhys Hoskins. So full circle in the 2018 All-Star game. But I think Schwarber gets the offer, and he might decline it. But if he doesn't, he's doing it. If he does decline, this has been all over the place. If he does decline, I think Rhys Hoskins could possibly get the nod as well.
Yeah, and I said this earlier. I think that the Phillies will. I think the league will do everything they can to have a Phillies player be in the home run derby, whether they want to or not, on the Phillies side of things. Just because coming into the season, the Phillies are a well-known city. They're a sports city. And the biggest thing is they signed Castellanos, they signed Schwarber, and they had the whole Broad Street Bombers, best offense in the National League thing going. And that's just a publicity thing. So I do think that they will go Schwarber and then Hoskins. They will not do both, though. But I definitely think that we will see. Because here's what we know. We know that we're going to see Judge. Or I think – how long was I muted for? I can't hear you now. We got no audio.
Hello?
All right, there we go. We got the gamer headphones. That works.
All right.
How long was I muted for?
You weren't muted. I was having audio issues. I was thinking we're going throwback here with the gamer headset now.
I'm going to restart what I was saying then.
Okay.
So I do think that the Phillies will do everything that they can to get a Philly in the All-Star game. Just because of the whole Broad Street Bombers thing that they were saying in the offseason, They signed Schwarber. They signed Castellanos. It's a very well-known city too. And I don't think they're going to go to like something extreme where they go to a Real Muto or a Castellanos who haven't even put up double-digit home runs yet. That will not happen. I can guarantee that. But they'll definitely get Schwarber if he accepts, and they'll go for Hoskins if Schwarber doesn't accept. Schwarber and Hoskins, I'm sure one of them will accept. They've both been in home run derbies before. They both did well in the home run derbies. Kyle Schwarber made it to the finals in 2018, and Rhys Hoskins beat the 1 seed Jesus Aguilar in the first round of 2018. So an upset and a second place winner. So we have some, and then Harper won it. So I do think that the Phillies will have someone in the derby. I can almost guarantee that. And I had a take in the beginning of the year. It was on Twitter. I said that the Phillies will be the all-star team, meaning they have a whole bunch of all-stars, 4 or 5 all-stars. We saw it with the Astros a few years ago, and I think that's going to be the Phillies, and I'm still going to stick with that. They haven't been the best team this year. They've been very frustrating at times, but I think we're going to see Harper gets the nod, obviously. Schwarber gets a nod because he's the national leader in home runs. Zach Wheeler, as long as things go well in tonight's start, or the start that you guys have already seen, then he should get the nod. I mean, his ERA could get down into the 2.5s if he throws very well tonight. So even, not the 2.5s, the 2.4s. He's at 2.6 something right now. So I believe we have a very good chance of seeing 3. And I wouldn't be surprised if Nola gets it too. I mean, he's got an ERA in the 3s. His whip is very low, and his strikeouts are very high. And the same thing with Sir Anthony Dominguez. It's very possible. If you read my article, there's a very extensive article about this subject on phillysportsreports.com that I wrote. It took me a very long time because of Mr. Technical Difficulty over here. It's good. It's a good article. You'll enjoy it, and it really goes into depth about why JT Realmuto could be an all-star. And it is crazy to think about, but it is a significant possibility. Omar Narvaez has been hurt. Wilson Contreras is having nagging injuries, so it's very possible that he'll decline to play if he's selected. William Contreras is going in as DH. Yadier Molina, who is third in the voting, he's hurt. There are 2 good catchers out in Los Angeles, and Will Smith and Austin Barnes, but there's been some injuries there too. Realmuto has the best defensive stats in baseball by far, and his average in OPS is slowly coming up. It really might only take one declining offer for JT Realmuto to be an all-star. And that is absolutely crazy to think about. I mean, the Nationals have a pretty good catcher. The Mets have no catching. The Marlins have no catching. The Braves, Darno could get a nod. I think he will actually. The West, there's Jorge Alfaro. I'm saying one offer declined, and Realmuto is in. That's my prediction. I touched on Brad Hand. He will not get anything. And Hoskins won't get anything only because Pete Alonso, Freddie Freeman, Matt Olson, Josh Bell. Because Josh Bell and Paul Goldschmidt, they're in. Because Bell is by far the best player on the Nationals, and Paul Goldschmidt is the best player in baseball right now. So there's really no spot for Hoskins, which is unfortunate. He's having one of his best career years, but that is what it is. All right, Ben, should we move on to our...
I have a little thing here. I think the MLB just announced who's going to be in the home run derby.
Wow.
So they just posted a video saying it's going to be a movie. Sit back and enjoy the show. So in this video, I don't know if this is true. It's just my little theory here. Mookie Betts, Twitter. Mookie Betts, Christian Yelich, Byron Buxton, Jazz Chisholm, Nolan Arenado, Josh Bell, Ronald Acuna Jr., Jose Ramirez, Trey Turner, Freddie Freeman, Looks like Rafael Devers, Pete Alonso, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto.
No Phillies players.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't think it is. There's no way because usually it's announced in segments, one, and like they don't announce them all at the same time. It'll come out slowly within the next few days. The other thing is they already sent out an offer to Yordan Alvarez, and you didn't mention Yordan Alvarez's name in there. And Yordan has not decided whether or not he'll take it. I believe that's the name that I saw.
And
Or was it?
I don't
I think it was Yordan.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. I've just a little theory I have.
I think that's the All-Star game because there's only
but
8
it says
people in
home
the
run derby.
It does. All right, is this on MLB's Twitter?
Yeah,
Let me see.
home run derby. Oh no, it's for the whole All-Star week. Never mind.
The what?
It's for the whole All-Star week.
Oh yeah.
Oh, by the way, Elon Musk is pulling out of his Twitter deal.
Interesting.
That's very exciting.
Anyhow.
So my mistake. You just cut that part out.
Nah, that was entertaining. Keep that in. That was entertaining.
No.
Quite entertaining. A little.
All right. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic. The tweet of the week.
That was great.
That was the most impressive thing I've done all day. The tweets of the week. New segment presented to you by SeatGeek. Use code Philly Sports Report for $20 off your first purchase on any type of ticket you need. Make sure you check SeatGeek first because they are the best.
That's true. I'm a big SeatGeek fan.
Big SeatGeek.
All right, so the rules for this Tweets of the Week game, and you guys have to vote on these in the comments below. Let us know which ones are the best. We'll put out a poll on a few of our Twitter accounts. Now, since this is the first one, we are not doing the week. We're just doing from the past few weeks.
Mine's
but we
from
will
this
do it.
week.
We will do it by the week. Now I have a few that I just wanted to share. I find them very funny. I don't know which one I'm going to nominate yet. I'll figure that out at the end. Some of them aren't funny. I mean, they are, but we'll see. So Ben, would you like to go first? I'm trying to find something real quick.
All right, here's mine. I only picked one,
and just you don't have to just read it, and we're gonna put them up on the screen.
All right, so it's just a GIF. From July 6, 2020, posted by Absolutely Hammered on Twitter, which is a great podcast.
Very.
It is the Odubel Herrera playing center field.
Oh no!
Watching this is the funniest thing where he botches a fly ball. Very bad botch. I mean, he runs out for it. He looks like he's under it, still running, and the ball lands behind him, like this. The ball is over there.
So it is just a video.
It's just a GIF.
And I actually put that into the series recap. It wasn't his. I actually took the video and I made it into a Bell Ringers tweet. He got credited, of course, but I had to have that in. There's no way I wasn't going to.
Yeah, don't get mad at Delphia.
Yeah, that was. I saw that on Twitter. That was kind of unfortunate. He's got. Well, the good thing with videos is it gives credit automatically, so you don't have to worry about that.
The GIFs don't.
Oh. Okay. Well, hopefully, yeah.
Oops.
All right. Anyway.
Love you, Chris.
We do. All right. He's cool though. That's all good.
Oh no. Oh no.
Some credit now. So there we go.
Oh.
Did I go away? I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
I still have this Odubel Herrera play up on my screen.
I was in the last. All right. So
I still have this Odubel Herrera play up on my screen, and it's so fun.
All right. So my first one here. This was posted by Brandon Warren. Alex Carr liked it, which is how I saw it. So you know how on the broadcast they have the name of the pitcher, and then under the name of the pitcher is the name of the batter?
Yes.
So we had the pitcher was Jarrell Cotton of the Twins, and the batter was Isaiah Joe of the Rockies. So it said Cotton Joe. So the tweet is, "Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from?"
I still
And
remember
then
that.
it says Cotton Joe. I found that pretty funny. The next one, first of all, if you don't follow her, please go follow Alex Coffey. The most entertaining thing on Twitter is Alex Coffey's tweets.
It's pretty good.
Alex writes, "I feel like a stress ball promo would be appropriate at some point this season, or maybe the first 10,000 fans get some scented candles or chamomile tea." And then Madadelphia, speaking of the devil, replies, "Or free vouchers for therapy."
There you go.
It's pretty entertaining. That was about 2 weeks ago. This one's a little bit sad. And of course, Jose Fernandez is one of my favorite players, and it was very unfortunate that he passed away in a boating accident. But Scobie Losses posted that our defense in the ninth inning was about as good as Jose Fernandez driving a boat. Okay, moving on.
You could say the same thing with Roy Halladay flying a plane.
You can say that. I believe that was about the Cardinals, so that was not a Phillies one, but it was still a tweet. This is from Mike. This is the one that I think I'm going to nominate. This is one of my favorite tweets. "Alex, you are a great writer. I really enjoy your stuff. Just curious, did you lose a bet or perhaps do something awful in a past life? Wondering how you got stuck covering this team." Alex replies, "I forgot to return a library book once."
I remember that one. That's a very good one.
I solely enjoyed that one. And the last one that I have.
Here we go.
This is a Cardinals one.
Cardinals.
I know this is Phillies podcast, but this is a baseball segment. This is just a pretty savage one here. This is John Denton, Cardinals insider, I believe from MLB Network. Could be wrong though.
Josh Bell get the All-Star Game promo?
He's had a really good year.
He still sucks. He's playing for the Washington Nationals.
That's true. They got to give him a little love. Anyhow, best line of the night from STL Cards DH Albert Pujols, who pitched for the first time in his career and surrendered 2 home runs with the Giants. Quote, "They made me pay like I've been making pitchers pay for 22 years. For the record, Pujols is 5th all-time MLB history with 681 home runs." I like that was a good quote from Pujols, so I enjoyed that. But let us know in the comments. Tweet of the week, which one is the weekly winner? I don't know. There were some good ones today. Let us know. Let us know on YouTube, Twitter, and on Instagram. All of our social medias are right here. Now, before we kick you guys out today, how much time do we have, Ben?
We have 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
We'll make it work. We're going to review our trade deadline poll and have a little debate on water ice. A little random. We saved it for the end.
Yes.
So we can put up a poll on our Twitter. It's still active. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll do it. So there's a poll on our Twitter, our Bell Ringers Twitter, that I put up at an ungodly hour last night, 12 something.
12:09.
12:09, yep. And I say, if the Phillies target a top-tier starter, which of the following players would you be most willing to trade away? So there's 2 separate polls because I wanted 7 guys on the list. You can only do 4 per poll. So
the other one didn't get a lot of
right.
votes.
So if the Phillies get a top-tier starter, I already said this, which of the following players would you be willing to trade away? At 64%, Logan Ohape, double-A catcher, is heading to the Futures game. Second most, my vote, Alec Boehm at 18%. Matt Vierling has 11%, and Bryson Stott has 7%. I agree with this a lot.
Yes, it's a very good list.
Yes, we don't know what we're going to get from Ohape. Boehm has the most experience out of those guys in that list and really has not impressed. And I don't know what else he can do he clearly doesn't have the power he thought he was going to. He's pretty much a singles hitter, but it's not consistent enough. I mean, if you're going to be a singles hitter with the power that Boehm has, you need to be hitting 280, 290 to have any value, which he does not. The Vierling we're getting now is the Vierling. I think this has been a great season for Matt Vierling for his standards, and I can't see getting much better from Vierling. And Stott, I just wouldn't trade Stott right now.
No.
He's a little young.
All right, the second poll.
This is our part 2. Only got 5 votes.
We actually have a tie.
We do 40% and 40%. Nick Abel and oh no, I'm having a big Griff McGarry. Spelled McGarry's name wrong, but again, it was very late last night, so I get a pass for that. And then Andrew Painter at 20%. None of those three guys are going to get traded, I don't think.
No,
I
I can
think that
see
we've seen-
McGarry, but I don't.
We've
Abel and Painter are untouchable. We're gonna see Abel and Painter this weekend. I don't know who's pitching Saturday, so
I
hopefully
believe
it's one of
Painter.
them. It is Painter.
Painter.
Oh,
I'm
that's
pretty
huge. Let's go.
That is what Kenny told me at an ungodly hour last night. So
Right. That's
that
really
could
good.
be wrong.
Now I'm happy. Now I'm really excited.
It's
You
good.
can see
We're
the
happy.
smile on my face. All right. So that was very exciting. Now let's talk about this water ice situation. You don't like mango water ice. Why?
Honestly, it's just overrated. I mean, it's mangoes. Like when I can have the chocolate chips of the mint chocolate chip water ice brought to you by the one and only Rita's water ice, there's no reason to shy away from that. I will say, the last time I was at Rita's, I actually got watermelon because they didn't have mint chocolate chip. I was at Dorney Park, so they didn't have a full menu. It was awful. It tastes like cotton candy. I actually thought they got me the wrong one.
My thing with mango, I would say mint chocolate chips one of my favorites because I'm a big mint chocolate chip guy. Ice cream. I mean, my main ice cream is cookies and cream, but mint chocolate chip is still very good.
It's overrated. Cookies and cream, it's there. It's good, but it's very basic, I think.
Very interesting. We have 1 minute, so we're gonna have to hurry this up. The water ice. My thing with mango is it is so refreshing on a hot day. You're out playing ball. You're going to get some water ice. Mango is the most refreshing flavor there is.
I'll buy that.
That's why I enjoy it. And I really only get water ice if I'm like really hot and need to cool down. That's really my water ice.
Sometimes once in a while, like probably like 2 or 3 times a season after baseball practice, my friend Shane and I will go over to Rita's, me and him, and we'll get water ice. I'm gonna try that next time.
There you go.
I'll take your insight. You should also take our insight by making sure you follow all of our socials down below.
Oh, look at that!
And you will see you in the next one. And I'll see you Saturday if you're coming.
Yes.
Come to the Blue Claws game.
Blue Claws game, Pandemic Night. Very exciting. Me and Colin are gonna meet for the first time since 2019.
All virtual.
Very exciting. All right. See ya.